Good afternoon. It is Wednesday, the 17th of June. It is my lunch break, and I thought I'd say hello. I haven't really recorded this week. Not really sure why, other than I just haven't been bothered. Bit lazy on my part, I do apologise. But yeah, it's not been too bad. As you can see, I've had a shave, and I look gross. State of that, gross. Hate it. But I thought I'd have a shave, make myself feel a bit cleaner, a bit neater, even though I haven't washed my hair in a couple of days now, so now it looks gross again, so. Hey, it is what it is, I suppose, but work seems to be going well. I'm still obviously I'm back full time, which I was not last week, so I'm still doing that. I didn't realise how young it made me look without having a beard, and slightly how feminine. Well, it'll be growing back soon. It's already started growing back anyway, but we'll see how long that takes, but it shouldn't be too long. Yeah, it's not been a bad week. Sorry, I just had something to eat and it's sort of stuck in my throat. Yeah. Joys of this surgery, it does play havoc with your stomach and your digestive system, which is kind of the whole point, but as it takes away over half of your stomach, I think 70% at one point. But the whole eating bit, depending on what you eat, it can affect you differently. I had burger and chips for lunch. I had a burger patty with a bit of cheese and a handful of chips. It wasn't exactly a massive meal, but it sort of stuck. It sort of stuck here. So I'm just taking it easy. Just thought I'd drop you a message and say hello. Just go through my week really. It's been a pretty chilled one. I haven't weighed in yet this week. I was going to do it earlier, but I forgot. And I've been trying to sort of get through work today, so it'll be an evening weigh-in, and then I'll post it on Instagram, and you can check there if you're interested or if you're following. See if I've lost anything this week, because I don't know yet. Yeah. Other than that, I haven't really done much. Just working and chilling. The weekend was pretty relaxed. Didn't do a lot. Get my words out of my mouth properly. Didn't make it to church on Sunday. Overslept again. I've been having problems with how I've been feeling when it comes to church in the last little while. Not about how I feel about church, how about feeling my local ward, but so I won't go into too much detail about that, but yeah, just not having the greatest feeling about it. And there's a whole other story in there that I'm not going into on here. But yeah, so it's just been a bit chilled. I think the highlight of my week so far is I had a shower and a shave. I've had showers but I had a shave. So yeah, it's not been that exciting really. I can't think of anything. In regards to a week update, if there's anything to discuss in that regard. In regards to how recovery's going, I know I'm 3 months post-op now. It's the 17th, so I was the 12th of March, so I'm over 3 months post-op now, which is actually kind of cool. Didn't realise that until I looked at the date. It's going to take up to 6 months to get you back to full sort of working order again, and everything seems to be going fairly on track. I've been taking my meds. I stopped taking my vitamin D supplement that I was prescribed before the op, because now I'm taking a calcium and vitamin D combination supplement, which is bloody disgusting. It's like the world's worst Palmer Violet sweet you've ever had. It's a powdered tablet about the size of a 10p piece, and you have to chew it. So it's like eating a Palmer Violet, or I can't remember the other one, but you know what sort of pills, sweets I mean. And it's not very pleasant, and I have to do 2 of them a day at the moment. So that's been a bit interesting. So, but I'm taking my meds and doing all I can in that regard. I've been sort of questioning my diet the last week, couple of weeks maybe. Just checking what I've been eating and seeing how things are going. And me and Mum had a discussion the other day, and we've come to the conclusion that we need to change it up just a little bit. I've been trying to eat more salad and meat and stuff because I'm sort of a protein heavy diet at the moment, and I will be essentially for the rest of my life now. But I've got to try and get veg in there and other bits and pieces. So we've been trying to have like salads and stuff in the evening. But the last couple of salads have been sort of heavy on sort of potato salad, coleslaw, both of which are quite calorie rich. So they've been sort of given the boot for a little while, which isn't the end of the world. And I did a bit of shopping the other day and I bought some bits and pieces. I bought some cans of Pepsi Max, and I sort of been having one every other night when I finish work. Bit of a palate cleanser because I drink so much like either just water or flavoured water, so I just want something that's a little bit different, mix it up a little bit. But I do that with plenty of ice, and I pour it from about 12 feet above the cup, so it takes as much of the gas out of it and stuff, and let it sit. So essentially, it's flat watered down Coke I've been drinking, Pepsi that I've been drinking. But it's nice to have a bit of a change in palate and actually just a little hint of normality. Before my operation, I was a Pepsi Max addict, and I don't say addict as a joke. I mean quite literally, I was an addict. I would drink between 2 and 3 litres of Pepsi Max a day. So I went essentially cold turkey. I stopped it for 2 and a bit months completely. I only recently started drinking it again, and that's like I say, it's a can in a glass of like 90% ice. So it's not the same, but it's nice to have a little bit of normality back. So I find that I do try and keep the balance of change and normality sort of together, because there's a lot of change that needs to happen, but I don't want to keep feeling like I'm abnormal or to sort of my own sort of routine and things. Like I had to change a lot, and it does make you feel a bit alien to yourself. So having that little slice of normality every now and again is pretty good. But yeah, so that's been pretty good. The thing I really wanted to talk about this week is hair loss. My concern. I say hair loss. I've got quite a nice full, thick head of hair. But over the last couple of weeks, I've noticed every time I wash my hair, every time I brush my hair, there's more and more hair in the brush or in my hands, or more's coming out. And it is part of the side effects to the diet, is because your sort of vitamins and minerals and nutrients and stuff have been changed. You can experience hair loss. And I have a love-hate relationship with my hair. It drives me up the wall, but I don't like my hair. If I don't have hair, I look stupid, and I have a bit of confidence in my hair. This is one of the things I do have confidence in. It's my hair, and it's like thickness and stuff. When it comes to styling it, as you can tell, I put a brush through it, and that's about your lot. Unless I'm going somewhere nice, especially when I'm sitting home, I don't give a crap. But it's something that I do like about myself is my hair, and the thought of losing it scares the life out of me. I have a very round face, as you can tell, as I've had a shave. Can you imagine if I lost all my hair? I'd look like a friggin' egg with glasses on, which is not an ideal, not a good picture. I have enough issues trying to attract and sort of the opposite sex, as it were. Can you imagine if I went bald as well? Oof. I have to find someone who has an affection for eggs. So yeah, there's that concern, and I've been very sort of worried about it the last couple of weeks. I say every time I wash my hair, I'm getting like more and more strands of hair coming out, and then when I brush my hair, there's like more coming out, and I bought a new hairbrush just to try and help. I don't know what it's meant to help. I saw this brush and I liked it, so I bought it. But it's quite a thick, bristled brush. It's a boar's hair brush. Mum was like, "You just bought a clothes brush," but it's for your head. It's quite thick, soft and thick. But as you can tell, there's actually one of my hairs in it already. But I bought that, and it does get all the loose hair out. But I still have that concern, and it's one I never thought I'd have, but I do. I come from a very genetically wealthy family when it comes to the hair department. Both my grandparents, both my parents had really nice thick hair. With Mum, hers has thinned because of her operation. And it's something that she has trouble with almost on a daily basis. And I know hair and ladies and women, it's definitely a different relationship. And I have nowhere near the worries or sort of concerns in regards to that Mum does and has and had, but I still am worried and I am still concerned about it. And it is one of those things that you get told about, side effects and all that jazz when it comes to whatever. So like when you take medication, when you have an operation, blah blah blah. But it's one of those things you sort of hope it doesn't happen to you, that you're not the one that does. And at the moment, it seems like I am. Not that I've got a lot of hair I can lose before I even need to be ever so anywhere sort of concerned. But it's the start, and I don't want it to continue, and I'm scared because I already dislike a lot about myself in regards to how I look. As I say, one thing that sort of has given me confidence is knowing that I've got a nice full head of hair that is nice when I wash it. It's probably the wrong day to be talking about it when I washed my hair this morning. But yeah, it's definitely one of those things that's been sort of playing around in my mind for the last little while. And I'm trying to see the differences in the operation. I'm trying to see differences in my body and how things are going. And I had a shave and I was like, oh, it looks like my double chin's sort of gone slightly down. And then I'm looking at it today and I'm like, no, it still looks as fat as ever. And, oh, my waist is looking thinner. And then I might look down and I've still got quite a big tummy. And I'm just like, it's not going to be a sprint. I'm not going to go to sleep and wake up stick thin. If I did, I'd be really concerned. I know it's going to take... This is a marathon, it's not a sprint. And I know that's why this channel's called One Step at a Time, because it is exactly that. It is a step at a time. It's not going to be an overnight process. But you can't help but kind of want to get almost to the end or move closer to the end faster. I think that's the joys of modern life. A lot of things are instantaneous now. Short form content, overnight shipping. You sort of... The wait, the anticipation has been taken away and you just sort of want things now. And I'm definitely feeling at that point in some things. It's been such a long journey to get to where I am now, and I've still got a very long way to go. And I don't know, I'd like in my own self to see a change, but all I see when I look in the mirror, when I look into my camera, is just this ugly fat thing, which is not ideal. I'm sounding like I'm having a bit of a downer of a week, isn't it, really? I'm on my meds, I'm taking everything I need to take, but I don't know, just having a bit of a low time. It's a time of year where well, I say it's the time of year. It's not. It's just summertime. The sun is actually glorious outside. I've already been outside this morning. I stood on the doorstep during a little break I had from work. And it was lovely. Joys of not having a garden. Unfortunately, I can't go and sit in the garden for a couple of minutes, so I've got to stand on the doorstep outside. And yeah, it's glorious. I'm just feeling a bit low in a lot of things in that regard. So when you feel low, it always seems to affect a lot of other things. So I think that's what's just hitting me at the moment, and that's why I'm a bit melancholy. But yeah, so that's been my main concerns these last couple of weeks. The losing of my hair. I haven't got I don't know what to say now. I think that's probably it for this video. I'll get to get back to work now. I finish up at 5, so I've still got plenty of time to do some work. So I'm going to do that now and leave you be for this week. If you have any questions, any thoughts, feelings, let me know in the comments. If you've got any questions, I'll do my best to answer them the best I can, whether it be from my experience or something I've read or heard or spoken to anybody else. I can do my best to help if I can in any way, shape or form. If you can, like the video, hit subscribe for me, it'd be fantastic. And I will leave you there, and I will catch you again next week. Bye for now.